And this is about elevating the CS position away from trusted advisor and make happy customer stuff, blah, blah, blah. It really becomes, I'm an account manager, right? I'm managing or I'm a partnership manager. I'm a relationship manager. I'm not delivering what it is for onboarding in this example, but I'm overseeing it. So, it all starts with systems too. Let's not leave this out. If you don't have a system, you don't have processes. Like, you can glue it together or whatever, but if you don't have a system, you're not going to have process to live in. So do you have a system which is customer centric and it's a 360 view of where we are with customers at all times, whether that lives in your CRM or your CSP or some other combination of your onboarding system tying into whatever. You need to have visibility into this, right? And it needs to have a couple different things too. It needs visibility, not just internally, but there needs to be a customer portion, which is also shared, not just for visibility, but also for ownership and accountability. I want my customer to have things that need to get accomplished as we travel through the onboarding process before we get to the next phase. If my customer is responsible for doing, let's say, data import, we're not doing that for them. You provide the process and the learning tools of how to get that in, but then the data itself, does that need to be, and then we can go to and that might be even your first time to value, right? First time to value, got my data imported, great. That's not one of the big time to value measurements we're looking at, but that's the first time to value that will count. And then we look at, okay, you completed that, now we're good. And this needs to be visible. There needs to be steps involved. You need to have a process in that. You can either build that in-house or you can buy a fabulous tool to do that. And so that's where it starts. But where it starts to blend is, well, if you have a product that requires PS, then there's a cost associated with that. I mean, if we're not making margin off this, then this is cost of goods sold. And so there's a whole discussion about that. And if CS is going to start to absorb some of the responsibilities of that, then we need a formalization of how that's going to roll. A specialization in CS is fantastic. You get to certain milestones, 25 million, 50 million, 75, 100. There are places, depending upon your product, that you need to have an onboarding specialist. You need to have a process to get that done. You talk about PLG, and maybe that's not something that's really relying on a team, but it's more about product-led motion to get that accomplished. But if you're looking at this and you're looking at onboarding, if it doesn't need PS and you're now looking at CS to get it done, then we really want to talk about, okay, so maybe this isn't a one-to-one that needs to happen here, but this is something that can be scaled digitally that we can get through. And that could be something as simple as PDFs that walk people through. This could be a how-to video. This could be going through, getting a bunch of customers in together for office hours and rolling it out that way. This could be something that's hosted in community. This could be something that's in app. But we're really looking at, well, how do we do this and standardize this at scale? So I have multiple onboarding managers. They might have different ways if my processes aren't tight, and multiple ways of rolling out to a customer, which is great for testing, but not great for standardization and experience.